All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of dead presidents, President Trump makes an announcement in the Oval Office is coming up. It's supposed to start right now, but as always, the expectation is that he is going to be late. This motherfucker so late, he's late to his own funeral. Okay. Now, of course, do we know if he's dead? No, we do not. We do not know if he's dead. He's not going to die. Evil never dies. I don't think Trump is dead. I think he might have had like a minor health complication, which obviously we're going to be reading heavily into it. Okay. We're going to be reading heavily into the whole, like whether he had a health complication or not, or how bad the health complication was in general. Is it live? Is it live? Is it live? Is it live? It's not live, bro. Why are y'all lying to me? It's not live. Where is he? Where's the announcement? Someone send me a link that works. Announcement bingo. Okay, there it is. Where is it? Are you guys baiting me? Are you guys baiting me? Are you baiting me? Are you baiting me? Is he actually live or is he dead? Yeah, it's not live yet. Y'all are such liars, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? I started early today because I was waiting for this. Okay. And I know it's going to be some random, but this is a brief moment of hope and a brief moment of solace for everybody in this goddamn country. Ironically enough, just as is the case with everything else, of course, this would yield tremendous pain and would be far worse. Okay. This would yield tremendous pain. It would be far worse for the country overall, because even this one blip of goodness that many people are demanding, many people are desperately holding on to, make no mistake, would yield a full-blown Peter Thiel takeover. What do I mean by this? JD Vance is Peter Thiel's blood boy. Okay. JD Vance is Peter Thiel's slave. Okay. And JD Vance is not exactly a telegenic figure. He is not going to be able to, in my opinion, and perhaps I might be wrong on this, he is not going to be able to captivate the attention of the large swaths of the populist MAGA base in the same way that Donald Trump was able to command them. This means that the only opportunity for JD Vance, and by way of JD Vance, Peter Thiel, to actually directly take over the levers of power is if Donald Trump passes away, because he will not win a popular contest unless the Democrats f the bag up once again, and they just might. You already know how the Democrats behave. So because of that reason, even though this is like something that we are all excited for, something that we're all waiting with bated breath, ironically enough, as is the case with every other damn thing in this goddamn country, Donald Trump's untimely demise, while expected and would cause jubilation, would still allow for worse things to come. Trump's voice in his interview with Scott Jennings this morning, something's not right. No, he sounds like that on the morning calls all the time.
And I always had a great relationship. I'm very disappointed. Thousands of people are dying. They're not Americans that are dying, but they're Russians and they're Ukrainians, and there's thousands, and it's a war that makes no sense. And it would have never started if I were president, and that's what bothers me even more, because the election was totally rigged, and it's a shame. We'll see what happens, but I'm very disappointed in President Putin.
This is Donald Trump's IG voice, dude. You know how like I have an IG voice in the mornings and everybody always makes fun of me for it because like I sound groggy, but also I guess I sound sexy. That's what Trump's IG voice sounds like. That's what Trump's IG voice looks like. That's just what it is. Yeah, C-SPAN is saying it got pushed to 2:30. Now, remember, he's not dead. Couple things I have to relitigate here. While I am memeing about Donald Trump's demise here, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for many Americans here that are tuning in with the excitement, but he is not dead. Okay, he's not, and he's most likely going to be announcing some lame ass bull. Ken Leakenstein claimed that it was actually the Space Force headquarters, like moving to Alabama or some like that. But having said that, we can still derive a lot of satisfaction by picking apart every little thing that he's doing in this announcement. Yeah, live, Trump announces Space Command is moving from Colorado to Alabama. So that's what it is. Oh my God, 40,000 people are waiting. Dude, I'm telling you, mad people are dude, this is like, it's gotta hurt. Trump is clued in on everything that's going on in the social media sphere. That's gotta be crazy that this motherfucker wasn't live for like 7 days. And basically everyone's like, oh, he's dead. And they're celebrating and they're excited at the prospect of his demise. That is crazy, bro. Look at this chat. Look at this chat. Look at the AP chat. 6-7, he died. Why is everybody spamming 6-7 now? 6-7. Release the Epstein files. 2 weeks, clots and prayers. I hope RFK Jr. is in charge of the health maintenance of the orange clown. Oh, that's awesome. He delayed it to get higher ratings. I'm telling you right now, it's gotta hurt him at least a little bit that this many people are excited at like even just a crumb of hope that he might be dead is crazy. Is there really anything Thiel could get Vance to do that couldn't already get Trump to do anyways? Yes, absolutely. I think Peter Thiel is even scarier in a position of that much power than even Donald Trump. It's hard to explain it because like Trump is such a major villain, right? He is such a massive villain. And I totally get that. I understand why people are, they pay close attention to what he's doing. He's the president and he is a horrible monster. Peter Thiel is even a level above that. Like it doesn't, like Peter Thiel is like literal Satan incarnate. I don't know how to describe it beyond the fact that he looked at his own career and he was like, oh, I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings. What am I going to name my mass surveillance apparatus off of? The villain in Lord of the Rings. He drinks the blood of children. He literally has blood boys. Like that's not even a joke. When we say billionaires are lizard people, at least like Mark Cuban tries to make a decent effort to come across like a human being, right? Everyone has their quirks like, oh, Warren Buffett still lives in his old home, like from when he was a child and still drives the same Subaru or whatever, which is like freakish in my opinion because like you're a massive billionaire, multi-billionaire. Why do you do that level of wealth accumulation if you're not even going to use it, dumbass? Right? But like they try to behave like humans in some ways. Peter Thiel cannot. He cannot. There is no world where Peter Thiel goes in front of a camera and doesn't come across like a lizard person wearing a human skin suit. It's just crazy. Just a straightforward tech dystopia harbinger who is terrifying. Even more terrifying than Trump. Because like Trump is an insane narcissist and the type that will basically use like pre-existing white supremacist constructs to his advantage to hold on to the levers of power, right? But Peter Thiel is like a true believer. Like he is committed to the idea of a techno-feudalist dystopia. And he will do it. He will do everything in his power to do it. Like that's guys who are real believers are the ones you have to be actually worried by, if that makes sense. I guess at that level of like villain behavior, it doesn't really matter that much because like either Peter Thiel by way of Donald Trump is still going to be holding on to the levers of power or he's going to do it directly. But it's just terrifying, man. I mean, here, yeah, look, this is a great first look into how Peter Thiel operates. Now, this is, of course, the bulwark. This is, it's just, I don't really care about what he has to say, but here, let's just watch.
Because I'm a sick person. And there's one clip that's been going around. And in case you guys haven't had this, just the experience of being able to listen to this moment, I want to share it with all of you.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would.
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions implicit in this.
Should the human race survive?
Yeah.
Like that's a demon right there too. Like that's a straightforward war criminal, right? That's Bill Kristol. He owns the bulwark. And like to get a better understanding of like how psychotic Peter Thiel is, like that's the type of shit that like other former neocon war criminals look at and go, this guy is a real scary guy. He's not saying that to present himself as woke or whatever. He's just saying that because that's how scary Peter Thiel is.
Some really hard-hitting journalism from Ross Doubt that there. Ross gets some slings and arrows around these parts, but he's asking the tough questions. Do you want the human race to endure? Peter Thiel. It seems like basically the answer is no, but he doesn't want to say it. So he comes around to yes after 30 seconds. This is the man that made it, that set the vice president in place.
Peter Thiel presenting an autobiographical lecture series. You are warmly invited to a series of 4 lectures by Peter Thiel addressing the topic of the biblical Antichrist. Yeah, he's just going to sit there and talk about himself. I am the biblical Antichrist. Hello. Welcome. I want to bring about the demise of the planet. Like, Peter Thiel is the type of motherfucker when you watch like an anime or when you watch like a movie and you're like, this villain's entire ambition is to destroy the world and it doesn't make any sense. Like, this is a written out villain that clearly has no like understandable, decipherable human motivation here. It's just like, oh, you want to be evil for the sake of evil? Peter Thiel is the closest analog to that in the real world. Like, The type of villain that you say is unrealistic and just like simply wants to destroy the entire planet for the sake of destruction alone is something that you would look at in a comic book and go, this is kind of stupid. Like, what is the motivation here, right? Like, there needs to be something more here. Peter Thiel is the guy who, unironically, is the real world example of that. It's pretty terrifying. Yeah. Alex Karp as the new VP pick when Vance takes over. Alex Karp is another one of those like tech dildos that I just despise. God, I have so much hatred in my heart for these guys. They're so goddamn annoying. They are so unbearable. He went to heaven yet? I don't know how to tell you this, but if Donald Trump is going somewhere, it is certainly not heaven, okay? Let me tell you, I don't think if heaven and hell is real, I don't think Donald Trump is going to the good one, okay? He is definitely not going to the good one, going to like the lowest layer. If he's going to the bad one, he's definitely going to the bad one, and he's going to the lowest layer that you can go to. Yeah, he's gonna be down there with all of his besties like Jeffrey Epstein. Unless he has said the Shahada and found the light of Allah at the end of the tunnel, and he will be going to Jannah, but I don't think he did. I don't think he could get it out of his mouth. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. That's right. May Allah awaken the people to the evil doings of Israel and the United States of America. Does anyone have that clip? It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. This is Trump's best moment.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States. May Allah awaken the
No AI used, by the way. Yeah, no, he did say that. Like, that is real. He did say that. Alex Jones, Mao Zedong edit. Those are the two edits that live in my mind. I mean, this is not even an edit, honestly. Literally deja vu. What is this? This is live, but that doesn't mean Dark Brandon is there yet. He is notoriously late. Unlike me, I serve the top of the hour ad break. Wow, back when. Look at that. Totally separate time. Back when I used to run ads. Now the Piker Broadcasting Service is ad free. All right, when is this starting? 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get in, get in, get in, get in. I don't know why he's 30 minutes late. In 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes, and Donald Trump is going to be live, and he's going to be talking about the most irrelevant thing, by the way, which is even funnier because like this is billed as his announcement for Space Command moving from Colorado to Alabama, but obviously that's not the reason why people are excited. People are excited because they want to see exactly how sick this puppy is. Okay, he actually just died. Oh my God, imagine. He just got so excited. I mean, my favorite conspiracy theory on this is the claim that he got reverse John Fetterman. Like he stroked into woke. Okay. You know how like John Fetterman stroked into anti-woke and became like the #1 defender of Israel? I feel like the stroke just like reverses people's brain a little bit. And Donald Trump got stroked into woke. And now all of the people around him are panicking because they're like, he just keeps saying, we're going to end Israel over and over again. He keeps saying he wants to seize the means of production. It's actually very odd that they shut down Pennsylvania Avenue in front of the White House. That's not normal. Can see it in the AP feed. Street is only clear with Secret Service vehicle in it. Is that normal? Is that abnormal? I feel like they do that all the time. It's DC. People were talking about how abnormal it is that like around Walter Reed is actually blocked off or something. And it feels like this is just a normal part of the process, right? Like that's just how it is. They just do that sometimes. They be doing that sometimes. Am I wrong? Stroke to woke, please. Oh my God, that'd be so sick. Because he does have like an incredible command over the American economy and has a tendency to just like bully corporations into doing his bidding in a way that I wish the Democrats would do. The White House right now. Yeah, they're just trying to hastily put them back together. You know, it's going to work. But I will say, like, even the Intel stuff, like 10% of Intel, like these are things that Bernie Sanders advocated for during the CHIPS Act, right? Like this is something that the American left, a modest social democratic proposal has been advanced by the American left, the left flank of the Democrat Party for a long time. And Trump is the one who just got it done. No questions asked. He just straight up went to Intel and was like, you're giving us 10%. All this grant money that we're offering you it amounts to 10% of Intel. It's ours now. And the reality of the matter is stuff like that is not socialism necessarily, but it is actually a higher degree of socialization. And it's one that honestly, the Democrats and the Republicans would pounce on if it was actually any Democrat doing this. If it was Joe Biden doing this, they'd be calling for his assassination. But when Donald Trump does it, it's fine because Donald Trump just does things, right? And this is why I constantly go back and forth on obviously being incredibly angry at the horrible things that Trump has brought to this country, while also simultaneously feeling incredibly jealous. Because, like, he gets to do this that I wish, a competent left leadership would be able to do. He gets to move and shake things, oftentimes in the direction of not an overall common good, but usually in the direction of just making things worse. CNN diving into the conspiracy. Brian Stelter wrote about it. President Donald Trump's political success derived in part by being omnipresent on every screen. So his recent absence from public view provoked all kinds of speculation. Trump dead became a trending topic over the long Labor Day weekend, fueled perhaps by liberal wishful thinking and online influencer boredom. I saw a tweet that was so funny where someone said, oh, now I understand why all the Republicans were fantasizing about Biden dying because this is a lot of fun. And yeah, it is. Okay, it is. Except for me, we did that for both. We did that for Brandon and we did that for Trump. We like to have fun all the time. Okay, come to the right side. Come to the good side. Trust me, it was fun with Brandon too. Old ass motherfucker holding on, doing the old person death grip on the levers of power. Long after he should have stopped doing that a long time ago. The viral storm was best summarized through the post of one self-proclaimed psychic with more than 125,000 followers on TikTok. Trump is actually going to die on the 28th of August, she predicted in one video last week before plugging a beauty product. Photos showed Trump leaving the White House to visit one of his golf courses on August 30th, but didn't dissuade the psychic. In between other profit-making product promotions, she insisted she was right and questioned the validity of the photos. She was far from the only one. Searching for Trump's name on TikTok resulted in related searches, is Trump dead or no? Yeah, get your money up, Queen. And Trump health symptoms. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is we got a lot of new friends in the chat, so I'll repeat this, but this is something that every Turkish person, every Russian person, like every person who lives under like the oppressive thumb of any kind of dictatorial or any kind of like authoritarian rulership, this is a feeling that people know very well. This is a feeling that I experienced my whole life growing up, where you're like, I hope there is some kind of divine intervention here. It never happens, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Evil never dies. It never actually ends up happening. And all of your wishes, all of your dreams inevitably give these guys more life, I feel like. I mean, look at Dick Cheney. He's still alive and kicking, Bolsonaro got COVID 58 times, okay? Bolsonaro got stabbed. Bolsonaro was doing caca out of his nose. They were sucking the poop directly out of his nose. That's how up this man is, okay? He is a one-man poison. He is a biohazard to be around. This motherfucker still not dead, okay? That's it. These guys just never die. Evil never dies, okay? Your hatred fuels their lifeblood. So it is kind of funny, though, that like Americans have finally arrived at that method as well. The notion of like, man, it's just a maybe someone will kick the bucket. And it's just, it's funny to experience it in both Turkey and now in America as well. Never thought I'd see that day. Okay. And yeah, that's where we're at. It's an indication that we are unstable. I will say that much. Because it's like this many people being able to actively point to, someone's got to do it, and then have everybody understand exactly what that means is the greatest indication of how busted our structure is, how busted our system is, that people are like demanding divine intervention, That's what I think. Also, there is a Gamba. Will we have a new vice president today?
Thank you very much.